Hi, everyone. Welcome back to my friend, my soulmate, and my podcast. I'm Vicki Gunvalson, and I'm here
Christian
with
Grace Snow. Good to see y'all again.
We're so excited you're here. So buckle up.
Yep, we're in New York City this week. And because we're in New York City, we are actually here with a lot of friends. We saw several friends at the Bravo watch party. So we're going to be talking about traveling with friends this week and just friendships in general and talking about why it's important to show friends love and appreciation while you can. Vicki has a story she's going to share with all of you, and a lot of financial tips when it comes to traveling with friends as well. So I feel like we got a lot of things, and we even hit on OC. OC taglines came out this week. So we're ranking those, seeing which ones we like, which ones we don't like, and we're just bringing you all the goodness, the housewives goodness, the money goodness, the friendship goodness. That's what we're here to do. So it's going to be a fun episode. Buckle up. The little family van's taking off.
Buckle up.
Here we go.
Welcome back to my friend, my soulmate, and
My
my
podcast.
We're so excited. We are now entering our third or fourth week. Third or fourth? Fourth. Third.
Third.
Fourth. Anyway.
Time flies when you're having fun.
We're having fun. We're here in New York, and Christian and I are celebrating the Bravo watch party. We were here for that, and we had a great time, and Shannon and I just completed our tour, the Shannon and Vicki live tour in Philadelphia, New York at City Winery. We're coming into Atlanta and Nashville next month, and we're just having a great time.
Great time. Yeah, we'll have to tell her. We're going to get into what people can expect from yours and Shannon's live show. Because you do have more shows coming up this year. Like you said, Atlanta, Nashville, Irvine, I believe, is in October. And I think
at the Midwest. I want to go to Chicago, where my roots are.
A lot of people are commenting Chicago. I've seen a lot of comments for Pittsburgh. I saw that one. Boston. People are wanting you on Boston.
Wait, we're going to Philadelphia. Isn't that near Pittsburgh?
Yes.
Okay, so we don't need to do two Ps. Philadelphia and Pittsburgh and Pennsylvania all in one.
One P is enough. But yes, we are in New York. It was very kind of a impromptu trip. I ended up booking it really quickly. We came up for the recap or the watch party for Bravo, and then also because you and Shannon had your show at City Winery the next night. So yes, it's fun to be in New York City. Also, I just think the best part about it is like I knew I was going to see you, but then and I knew I would get to see Maggie, Best of Bravo. But there were just so many. There was a lot of Bravo love at the Bravo event last night.
You met Shannon for the first time.
I got to meet Shannon for the first time. I got to meet Sophie.
Yes.
Which is like,
so sweet, right?
I mean, when I saw Maggie,
girl.
I was like, it was kind of crazy because Sophie was a child when I first saw her, and then I walked in the hotel last night and she's sitting there. I was like, oh hi.
I know, hi Sophie.
Yeah.
I know. So you got to meet some people that you've seen on TV that you never met in person. So
and you got to meet a lot of fan accounts that you've engaged with that you didn't get to meet in person. Really some real moms of Bravo.
She made me cry, and she was crying. Did you hear her story?
Talk to me. I was going to ask who was your favorite person you met last night, but I think I already know that it might have been real moms.
I don't remember names very well because I met so many people, but one of the things is she told me that I inspired her to do her account and that I inspired her to take care of her own finances. And I'm like, how did I do that? She goes, your voice is so relevant in when you speak on the show. Like, you don't think you're really saying much, but we as viewers listen to you about your finance, about taking care of yourself. I mean, it's fine to be married and fine to commingle things, but what if there's a death or what if there's a divorce? And she said, you just shook me a little bit. She goes, I was pregnant and I was watching all the reruns and I just grasped onto anything you said about really as women taking care of ourselves. So that was really neat. And then she started crying and then I started crying. I'm like, shit,
I thought we came here to have fun, not cry.
But people that come to me and are endearing like that, they really have a story. They have like why they continue to watch me when I was on, or they struggled through relationships like I have. I'm a hopeless romantic. I just want to be love, 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 like Tree, So it was really neat hearing from a viewer's viewpoint on how I've impacted her life, many people's lives. So I loved that.
Great, and they actually have a show at City Winery at the same time, oddly enough. So it's just a Bravo week here in New York. And so I wanted to talk too about just the overall experience that you had at the watch party. I think we can be honest that you and I are open that our feelings were hurt, when they let you go a couple years ago. We're still trying to find I mean, you'll always have a place in Bravo, but it's like we just want that solidified role.
Yeah.
And talk to me about you felt a lot of love last night, and I think you felt back at home.
I do.
Maybe a little.
And I even texted Michael. I miss it.
Mm-hmm.
I miss the family here at Bravo, and I even texted Andy this morning and said, I'm here in beautiful New York, and can we meet for lunch? And he's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm busy today, and then I'm flying out tomorrow. And we couldn't meet, but he said, you're our family. We love you. And when we had Gina on last week or the week before, she had said, when they handed me that Lifetime Achievement Award, that was my golden handshake to basically say goodbye. And I was like, that wasn't a goodbye. That was just an appreciation. And
that was a transition to the next chapter.
I thought, what do you mean it was a goodbye? I thought it was just thank you. So when she said that, I was like,
you're like, I wouldn't have accepted it if it was a goodbye.
Is that really what's happening? 'Cause I don't.
Andy, we need clarification immediately.
I fire people. I don't get fired. So I send it for your check. You send it back.
Oh my God.
So it's funny, but I was like, Gina, is that the truth? But Gina's very raw and she's very real, and I was like, I don't know, I got to call Andy on that one.
Yeah.
But I love New York, and I love the energy here, and I love Bravo, and the thought of not coming back and doing Watch What Happens Live or not doing the show anymore, it hurts my feelings. You and I talked about being sensitive, and like I said, I don't get fired. I am a boss, babe, and I hire people, I fire them. I don't get fired. So somebody lost a memo somewhere on the Bravo chain,
and they didn't update you when they should have updated you. Yeah.
Excuse me, I've had a sinus infection for almost 4 weeks now, so it is not going away. I'm not sick. I don't have COVID. I don't have strep. But this cough is annoying, so I pre-apologize if I cough every now and then.
Fun fact, we didn't know if you were going to make it to the event for a hot minute. The night before I flew up, I called you, and Shannon was going to the pharmacy to get you medicine because you couldn't get out of your hotel bed.
No, it's bad.
In fact, considered a doctor coming to give you like an IV or something.
In fact, I have my amoxicillin. They're horse pills. So those of you that know, when I had my infection or my situation in the Berkshires, and I went to swallow the horse pill and it got lodged, and Tamara saved my life. In the pill bottle, they're the same one. So I'm like, I'm cutting them in halves and quarters again. And I'm in my room last night going, nobody's here to save my life, and I'm like all by myself. I'm going to freaking die. So now I'm cutting them in quarters. Yeah. So half and then half again. So
you need to be, it's like a kid. You gotta put it in pudding or something.
I have a very small thing back there, whatever that is.
A uvula. I don't know.
That's a vagina.
What? No, it's not. That's a vulva. Not that I'm the last one that should be giving talking on this.
I have something small back there because everything gets caught. I don't swallow meat. I chew.
I don't know how we got on this subject. Anyway, oh my God. Okay. So back to gratitude of being thankful for Bravo. Yes.
My pills are having a tough time going down again. So if I brought them with just in case I choke, that you can give me the Heimlich.
Okay, perfect. Okay? I'm like literally lightheaded from laughing so hard over here. That's the funniest shit ever. So yes, just so much fun at the Bravo event. I mean, even I felt a lot of love. I have people coming up to me, just accounts that had followed me along for years, and
you were getting a lot of love.
I was. It was wonderful, and there was even somebody who worked at Bravo that
knew you,
came up to me and said, "I had no idea that you were the one behind my favorite Bravo account," and I was like, okay,
well,
and
maybe
so
next time they'll invite you to these events.
Okay,
right?
hint, yeah, maybe. Well, now that they know, maybe that know. And so I think it was good for all of us, and also for Shannon. Mm-hmm. I know that Shannon's been going through a lot. Like she's had to move Sophie. Mm-hmm. Obviously, the show premiering has to be a terrifying time. And so I was just watching her get a lot of love too, and I was like, you know what? I think we all needed it.
She is getting a lot of love, and I'm super proud of Shannon. Whether you like Shannon or don't like Shannon, she's human. She made a mistake, and we move on, and we learn.
And she's trying her best to move on.
She really is doing good. I'm super proud of her, and I feel bad for how really some people on the show have really hurt her, hurt her feelings, hurt her. I mean, she didn't do it to them, going off subject for a moment. She didn't do the DUI and hurt them. She hurt herself. Mm-hmm. Not only, her body, broke her nose, broke her arm, hurt her leg really bad, totaled her car, totaled the wall that she hit. And she made a horrible, horrible mistake. And I don't condone drinking and driving. But she has definitely stepped up. She's done her community service. She's paid her fees and paid her fines. And we have to be able to move on. And if she ever freaking does it again, I'm going to beat her ass. So I've never seen her to drink and drive. She's a Miss Uber queen. She spends a fortune on Ubers. So it was just an unfortunate situation. And I don't know why some of the girls on the cast this year are not letting it go.
They're using her sad time to take her even further down, and it's like
and
that's
for them
not
to
horrible.
have some relevance on the show. There's no relevance on the show when you're really being a mean girl. How is that affecting them? And it's not. So I'm not going to mention names, Tamara, but it's bullshit what you've done to Shannon.
Yeah,
it's bullshit. We were the Tres Amigas, and you ruined it. But now we're the Dos Amigas.
Yeah, exactly.
So
and
we're good.
So it was wonderful to. I think Shannon needed to see that, and a lot of people are really rallying behind her.
What does your shirt say?
It's Kim Richards.
Why do you have sunglasses on? I can't read.
I know. I forgot that I had them on. Let me take them off. It's Kim Richards.
Where's Vicki Gunvalson?
I have several Vicki shirts. You already know. Let's be
sure.
honest. Let's be honest.
Sure. Oh, speaking of shirts, did you see that one girl the other night that had a picture of Shannon with the bowl
on her head? I was dying.
I know. Some of these people have the craziest outfits
and
shirts.
I was just laughing at people were cracking me up at that event. One girl was like, 9 lemons in a bowl, baby. I was like, yes. We were having people saying, woohoo, whoop it up.
Family van?
Where's the family van?
Totally into it.
My love tank was full. I mean, it was just.
My love tank's full. My love tank's empty. My love tank's full.
And honestly, it's great that Bravo is doing these events, and they're doing it, I think, in place of there being no BravoCon this year. And there's no BravoCon because obviously NBC has to be all hands on deck for Olympics.
Right.
So.
And it's election months too.
Totally. So there's a lot going on. So I think it's great that they're doing these little pop-up events. They had one in LA at the same time. This is like the second round that they've done, and it felt like a little mini BravoCon.
It was much easier to manage. That BravoCon last year in Vegas, I thought I was going to die.
It about wore me out.
I was going to die.
Yes.
So we all survived it, but that was a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot. So if you have a chance to go to any of the future watch parties, definitely do it. It's all about surprise guests. Like, no one knew you and Shannon were rolling up, which to me, that was the best part. Like, y'all rounded the corner and everybody screamed. And Melissa Gorga from Housewives of New Jersey was also a surprise guest. Jen Pendranti from OC. Yes, she is stunning, by the way. Had never got to meet or chat with her, and she's one of those people, as soon as I walked up, I felt like her energy was just kind of glowing and warm, But she's from Oklahoma, so I'm like, you're, yes, Midwestern, Southerner-ish.
She's from the same city that my daughter lives. And I
no
won't
way!
say what it is, but yeah, her and Taylor and Brianna are all from the same city.
See, and it's like if Vicki was back on the show full time, you and her could go back to Oklahoma together for a trip. Boom. That would be amazing. Just saying. That's like 2 episodes produced for you right there.
Brianna and her 5 sheep and her 19 chickens and
I know they probably all have names and everything too. I love
Willis
it.
and Lucy and she's got great names for all the kids could choose a name for each animal.
Oh, that's so cute. I love it. So we've been talking about that we're here with a lot of our friends. We're traveling with friends. You and Shannon traveled here together. Doug is coming to meet you guys to help you do shows, and he flies out to meet you for all your other shows. So I want to talk traveling with friends, okay? First of all, do you prefer to travel with friends? Do you prefer to just travel with your partner? Do you take solo trips?
I get a little frustrated with my partner and my friends because they don't know the rules.
Yes.
So I travel a lot, as you all know. I have TSA PreCheck and I have Clear. So if you don't travel a lot, is maybe $300 a year for it. But to me, my time is valuable. So I can show up at John Wayne Airport and lickety-split. I am at the gate and I'm having my coffee or my avocado toast and everything's perfect. Went to LAX to come to New York a few days ago, and Clear had nobody in front of it. TSA was a little bit of a wiggly line. Non-TSA was like Disneyland. I mean, you had to go through the ropes and over the river and through the woods of grandmother's house.
And all those people have to take their shoes off, take everything out of their bag.
Oh my God, just go to TSA. Anyway, I'm not endorsing, don't go to TSA.gov because then you're going to be in line, hogging up the line. But if you travel a lot, time is money to me. So if I can get to the gate and get on my computer and do what I have to do, my calls, that's important to me. So let's talk about luggage. Okay, so obviously if you fly first class, which I don't a lot, you can go up to 70 pounds. I was 71 pounds when I got there. So I'm like, take one shoe out. And she goes, we have cameras watching. She goes, Vicki, I love you on the show. I'm like, can you just let the 1 pound go? Because there's a line behind me. She goes, no, we got cameras. They're watching the scale. They're watching me. I've worked here 40 years. I've never been fined. I said, I'm taking a shoe out because I love you and thank you for being honest. So I took one shoe out and I put it in my carry-on, and now I was at 69 and a half. So everything is good. So I normally bring a carry-on where all my work is in there, my client files, my computer, but it was like 4:45 a.m. when I got picked up, and then I had to go to all the way to LAX, and I was so sleepy tired. So I'm thinking, do I really want to get my computer out and do all this? But I thought, okay, I'm going to bring it on in my carry-on, but I'm going to check my other carry-on in. So I had like a tote carry-on, which my purse goes in, and then I have my carry-on with the wheels. So I'm like, I'm going to check them both on. So I happen to be in business class because every now and then, and my rule is anything over 4 hours, I'm flying business class.
Okay.
But I don't like to spend money on
like crazy
airplane,
amounts on
because
it.
to me, there's no value when I get there. Okay, it was comfortable, but
that's it.
I want something to show for what I buy.
And the first class meals ain't all that half the time.
I don't need first, but business is important because I wanted to lay down. I wanted to go night-night, and I bring my own blanket on my planes because I don't know if they sanitize the blanket. So I have my nice little soft blanket. So Shannon and I went to, where did we go? Arizona, St. Louis, Indy for our last show. So she's got 3 carry-ons. I said, Shannon, you know you have to consolidate because when you get to the person, she's going to say you have to consolidate. She goes, no, I do it all the time. Sure enough.
3 carry-ons?
So she had her garment bag, she had her carry-on in her purse.
Yeah, it's not,
You can't do that.
That's a carry-on and a personal item.
So you have to put the purse in the carry-on.
Yes.
So it was a little bit cumbersome at the thing. I told her ahead of time, you have to do this. So she's funny, she's laughing, and it was funny. So then when we get there, the overhead, by the way, you put your overhead at the seat you're at. So I saw some people boarding, and they're just dropping their bag off at the overhead above my seat or above Shannon's seat, and they go back to the back of the plane. I'm like, no, sir. That carry-on goes with you to the back. You're in my space. Shannon's like, what are you, the airline police? I'm like, absolutely. That's called etiquette and rules.
Yeah, and also because then if I get up and you've made me put my bag in the back, I have to wait for everybody to get off before ridiculous. I can go back and get my bag in the back of the plane.
There's rules.
No.
So then Shannon's like, okay, well, I'm going to put my bag up. I said, watch this. So she puts her bag flat, and the sign clearly says, bookend it.
Side,
Tilt it on a side so we can put more in there. She goes, well, why do you have to tell me what to do? I said, there's a sign there because you can put more bags in there. And she's like, I don't understand why you're bossing me around. I said, there is a rule to this. So we all can put, she goes, well, they'll just put their bag on top of me. I said, Shannon, it doesn't work that way. Just tilt it. So finally she tilts it.
Yeah.
Everybody else starts tilting theirs because they're going to follow the rules.
Yeah.
Like the rules are, you tilt, then I'll tilt, then everybody else will tilt.
Yep.
If you lay flat, everybody else is going to lay flat, right?
Yep.
So I got her up, everything up there, right? So then we get in, and she's sitting by the window. I'm like, the window shades go down when we're flying. And she goes, why do you have to boss me on an airplane? I said, all window shades go down. I want to either go nighty-night or I'm going to work.
Yeah.
One of those two things. I'm not going to talk to my neighbor that I don't know, and everybody be quiet. And I'm going to put my earphones on just so nobody tries to strike up a conversation with me.
Yes.
Well, she starts chit-chatting with the guy next to her. I'm like, you're not going to do this for 5 hours. You are not talking for 5 hours to a stranger danger. Like,
Shannon is a plane talker. Shannon, I love you. There is no worse person in the world than somebody like my flight to New York, Vicki. I didn't even get my ass in the seat and my seatbelt buckled. The lady next to me, are you flying for fun or for business? I said,
stop.
Here we go.
Here we go.
She goes, are you ready for an adventure? I said, no, I'm not.
Point at me, Vicki.
I want to get off the plane.
Right now. Yeah, so to me, there's just, I don't know, there's a rule book somewhere that says, put your bags in, you have 2 bags, put the shade down, and
I
be
can't
quiet.
believe Shannon's a plane talker. Would have never thought it. Wow.
She, she just fell into that conversation, and then she never stopped.
Couldn't get out of it. Yep.
So anyway, so traveling with me, and then even with Michael, sometimes he gets frustrated with me because I'm like, the shade goes down. He goes, but I want to look outside. I said, there's nothing to see. It's clouds and ground. Like, it's going to be the same unless you're flying over a mountain that you've never seen before. There's really no reason to have your shade up.
Yeah.
So, and also, if you look around, most people have their shades down. So why do you need yours up?
It keeps it nice and cool, you know?
Anyway, I just have to like create a rule book for the planes.
What about, so like, does Shannon at least have like pre-check and stuff?
She has TSA. I don't think she has clear. I made
Okay.
her get to pre-SA. I made her get TSA, and we were flying internationally a lot. But I don't think she's got clear. I got to check with her on
Yeah,
that
y'all
one.
travel way too much. She got to have it. Yeah.
I know.
I feel like you probably have financial tips when it comes to like traveling, like with friends or maybe just traveling in general. Does anything come to mind that you could bestow upon the folks out there?
So all of you know by now, I love Mexico, and I have a safe in Mexico. So don't try to rob me, because there's a firecracker inside there, and they'll blow you up. No, I'm teasing.
Pow!
Pow. So we have really good security where I live, but I always have pesos in there. I have a bank account in Mexico, and if I'm running low on pesos, I go to my Bank of America app, and you can order pesos or euros or whatever country you're going to. So I always have that ahead of time, so I can tip. I can, baggage, whatever. I'm a tipper. I tip all along the way. Everybody gets a tip. So they don't want American dollars if we're in another country. So I'm going to Europe, as you know, next week.
Yep.
By the way, I won a trip on an Advisors Excel incentive trip. And so we're going to Rome for 6 days, off subject for a moment. And then I'm taking Michael on his first cruise. We're going out of Rome. We're going to go to Barcelona. We're going to go to another port in Spain. Then we're going to go to a couple ports in Italy and then back.
Love it.
Michael's never been on a cruise, so I upgraded us to a really nice suite. So I'm
Good.
hopefully that he's going to be excited. My son decided to vacation in Barcelona, Spain, Michael, my only son, about 3 months ago, and he hasn't come back. So for
fell
those
in
of
love with
you,
Spain?
for those of you that travel international, he's a big believer in experiences. So what I taught my children early on was there's life outside of Orange County, California, or
Wherever
Cary,
you are.
Illinois,
Yeah.
where we're from. So I brought him on cruises. We went to Italy, we went to Greece, we went all these different places. So he loves Mexico. Now he loves Spain. So he's been there 3 months. So one of our ports is Barcelona. So he just texted me this morning. He's like, Mom, you're going to be in Barcelona for a day from 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. I really want, when the ship goes back to Rome, for you and Michael to fly back to Barcelona and spend a couple days with me. I want to show you everything. I'm like, okay, so it's so sweet. He's doesn't have a car there. He's walking, he said, about 15,000 steps a day.
Wow.
He's seeing beautiful churches he wants to show me, and he's loving the food. So the food, he's very organic, he's very healthy. He said, look at these tomatoes, look at these vegetables, they're all healthy, there's no preservatives. He even showed me a back of a potato chip bag. We don't eat packaged foods, but he showed me the back of a potato chip bag. In Spain, it said potatoes, olive oil, and salt. And I said, ironically, I'm at the airport, let me show you what's in the back of this one. And I showed him, and it was all these names you couldn't even pronounce. I'm like, why is America killing us? So it's another subject. One day we're going to talk about it.
Yeah, crazy.
Why is there so many chemicals in our food? That's why we're getting cancer. That's why we're getting sick. So he's now saying he doesn't want to move back to California. He has a house there. He's Airbnb-ing it out. He has a company car. The company now is storing it at our building.
After your last venture that we told everybody about.
So I detailed it. It looks all pretty. It's backed in its spot.
All right.
But he's
That you're paying $100 a month for.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And he doesn't want to come back. And I'm like, but Mike, you're an American. He's like, I don't want to live in America anymore.
Does he have to come up and like?
He's got a visa. He's got to apply for. He said, I need $1099 income and $500,000 to buy a house here. And I said, well, you have $500,000 in your house in San Diego, equity, but that means you have to sell it, and you'll never get back to the States then if you sell it. So we're going to have a conversation, Michael, when we get face to face.
He seems serious about it, though.
Michael's a very smart child, I feel a little bit like he's lost.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's got a girlfriend. She came over there for a week or so. I don't know how serious they are, but he's definitely trying to find his place.
Yeah.
And I know he loves Mexico, but now he loves Spain more. So he's learning his Spanish very well. And
Wow.
I know, it's like Brandon's in Oklahoma, and now he's in Spain. I need more kids. Jesus, what the hell happened to my life?
Like, why can't I have someone that just wants to stay at my house forever?
I just want everyone to just stay put.
It's like, this is what I get for teaching them to grow up and be successful.
I know. They're both so successful, and it's like, this is what you want for your kids, but it's like, don't you need me anymore? He's like, not really.
I need you to like want to live in my basement till you're 50. You know, that would just be lovely.
So this goes on one more thing. So those of you who know, Michael still works for me. He runs my life insurance division, and you're going to see at least weekly we post about life insurance and how important it is. And he's able to do his business internationally over the phone and over the internet, and our clients don't even know he's in another time zone and such. So I'm super proud of Michael. His sales are really good. He's helping so many people and so many families. So go to insurance.com.
Plug, plug, plug.
But I'm proud of him. You know,
You should be.
I'm worried about him, but I'm proud of him.
You have nothing to worry about. He's successful. He has the means and the success that allows him to welcome opportunities like this in life. You know, I mean, that's a blessing.
I mean, if he's going to do it at 38, you know, when are you going to do it?
I mean, and also, I mean, that's a wonderful experience to have. You know, so let him live it up, and you get to go see him, and maybe when you get there, you'll be like, I get it. You know, I get why you want to be here. Maybe you'll see him in a way that you haven't before. Maybe you'll see a new vibe because you'll think that he just fits in there. Maybe that's his spot.
I know.
One
more thing. He's got Walter with him.
I know.
He's got his 14-year-old pug, and he bought a stroller because Walter's a little slow, so he bought a stroller. Heart. And he goes, yesterday he posted a photo. He was going to get Walter groomed with his nails trimmed in the stroller, walking down the streets of Barcelona.
Yeah. Walter takes Barcelona. I love it.
So he's got a stroller.
Where you're talking about how successful Michael is in selling insurance even while overseas. Back to like traveling and stuff, I'm just thinking, you know, when you like book your trip or you book a flight and it's always like add travel trip insurance, $28.32 or $32.
Yeah.
How does that work? Is that something that you're into? Do you sign up for that?
I have GeoBlue for my international travels. So what that is, it's if I get sick in another country or if I have to go to the hospital, because Lord knows I get hurt.
We know how this goes. Yeah.
My current health insurance, this is like a rider on top of it. So if I have to be airlifted out or go to the hospital there, this will cover it for emergencies, not elective surgery. I'm not getting a facelift anywhere. So, but that's important. So when you do travel insurance on a flight, really read the fine print, because you have to be like, every single dot has to be checked off. Like, there's definitely a lot of criteria in order to qualify to get your flight paid for. They might give you a flight credit, but most airlines now, you have a year to use that flight credit if you can't go. I personally don't do the travel insurance. It's through Allianz, which is one of the companies that I work with. But there's just a lot of things you have to have.
Basically a really set list of criteria.
Or you just bank the flight and you use it again within a year.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you're probably going to travel within a year anyway. So, okay.
That's what I do for insurance.
Good to know. Did you have any other financial tips before we move on about like getting? I had no idea about that you could order the currency of somewhere you're going to your house in advance.
Yeah,
like, that's amazing.
So I've ordered my euros. They'll be there when I get home. Bank of America or whatever app you have to do it on an app, and it says, I want to order, let's say $1,000 in currency, in that currency in euros. So then they'll send me the euros. So I get my pesos ahead of time if I'm running low in Mexico, but then I have a bank account there, so I can always go to the bank there and get it out. But I'm a big believer in making sure you're planned for the trip. You got your passport. You make a copy of your passport. You keep it separate from your passport. So I have like 2 areas. My passport. I even bought Michael a man bag.
Good.
A Toomey man bag to put his passport and his phone, because Europe, as you know, is high
Pickpocket,
theft. I mean, they pickpocket, and Michael always puts the phone in his back pocket. And
You're gonna have to keep it on him.
My boyfriend Michael, and then my son Michael worried about it. So he got one of those chains for his phone, and he said, "Mom, it really has helped because he's felt people trying to get into his pocket, but it was clipped to his belt loop."
Crazy?
So just be careful when you travel. Make sure everything's uploaded into your iCloud, and make sure you know your passwords, because when they take it, you can call AT&T or Verizon or T-Mobile, wherever your phone service is, and you can have them lock it up like right away. So use somebody else's phone and do that. And last year when Michael was in Italy, his phone got stolen. Somebody wanted to take a picture of him and himself, and the guy ran off with his phone. Mike said, "Oh, can you take a picture of me doing this XYZ?" And the guy ran off with his phone.
Oh my gosh.
So
have a friend with you to get your touristy photos. Don't have anybody else do it.
So that's why this little clip on his pocket works. What are you looking at?
I just saw somebody cleaning the window.
Your ADD, like,
you see?
Jesus.
I know.
That's me. Oh, look at that building being built up there.
I know. Also, speaking of, did you see all the black SUVs outside lined up?
Yes.
I was like, who is here?
I know. It's Vicki Gunvalson.
I pulled up and I was like, I didn't know that Bravo sent her a car today too.
Yeah, well, a lot of the Bravo celebrities have been here this week.
They have, yeah.
Watch What Happens Live and such.
Yeah.
So anyway, be careful if you're traveling international, and that's
be aware.
my advice. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's good. That's good. Very, very good tips. So on the note of friends too, like, we never want to get too somber here, but we do want to talk about life and life be lifing sometimes. You had something
happened yesterday.
Yeah, very sad. To tell everybody about that, and I want to tell everyone in advance the reason that I think we should talk about this is it seems like the big overarching umbrella of this episode is friends, because we're here with our friends, we're traveling with friends. And you lost someone that you considered a friend in Mexico this week, and so I think we should just talk about the importance of giving love while you can. So
how
you go
life
ahead.
is short or long. We don't know. We don't know the day, the time. If you're a believer, the Lord knows when He's going to take you home. But I have a person, I consider her a friend, in my complex in Puerto Vallarta, and she is somewhat of a public figure. And by the way, this can happen in New York and it can happen in LA. It just so happened in Mexico. And I'm not afraid of Mexico because I just know that it can happen anywhere. But so she went to a city council meeting, and a gardener at our complex had a problem with her.
Personal issue with her.
He's still employed there, and she was the head of the condo complex. So she's who I went to when I got a restraining order against Steve. She's who I went to when she advised me what attorney to hire.
You say you've known her for like 20 years,
yeah,
right?
She's been at my complex for 20 years. So I haven't known her that long, but she's been a fixture in our complex for that long. But anyway, she got out of the meeting yesterday, and this gardener followed her out and shot her in the head and killed her immediately. And he went after also the man that was in the meeting with her. Didn't get him, but this guy was just shooting. I showed you the video.
It was horrible.
And she's a mother. She's 48, and
12-year-old
she
kid.
has a 12-year-old kid and a husband. And in Mexico, they bury within 24 hours. So, she was killed, and then that night they had the funeral and the burial. And I couldn't be there for it because I'm here, but it just makes me sad that there's that much anger, and this can happen anywhere. Am I worried if I'm in Mexico, like people recognize me or follow me? Yes, I am, because I'm in another country. I'm always out with somebody. I have somebody that picks me up at the airport. Michael and I have a really nice friend that kind of is our bodyguard-ish, because you just never know who's watching me. I don't go to Costco alone. I don't go to Walmart alone. I usually go with a friend or somebody, because what if they took me for ransom and chopped my finger off and sent it home and saying, you can have the rest of her body. And by the way, that did happen to somebody I know.
Jesus. God.
From Kodo. A man.
That's horrific.
Yeah, he sent the fingers home to the wife.
Ew!
He said, if you want the rest of them,
Stop!
I need XYZ
Oh my God, I'm going to throw up.
And what did I tell you? If something ever happens to me and I die
Yes.
first, which most likely I will, and I don't want to die, by the way, Lord, I'm not ready. I have a lot to do. But I don't want to be buried the same day I die. and I want it to be stretched out as long as possible.
Vicki wants to milk that funeral process as long as she can.
I'll be watching all of you. Okay, so-and-so didn't come.
Yeah. I already planned. We're going to roll you in your very orange, glossy diamond casket down as we play the OC finale music.
Okay, that's weird, but okay. You know what? I don't want to get old and I don't want to die.
Okay,
remember my tagline in the very beginning?
I don't want to get old.
And you know what? I was 42 then. And now all of a sudden I'm 62. How the hell did that happen?
Life be lifing.
It happens lickety-split, you guys.
Yep.
Lickety-flip-and-split.
Yep.
And I think, oh, shit, 20 years from now, I'm 82. I don't want to ever be 82.
Me either. But I don't want to die either.
I don't want to die either. I still think about that sometimes.
I'm terrified of dying.
I'm terrified of dying.
Yeah. When people are like, I'm not scared to die, I'm like, that's a lie. Who wants to die?
And I don't want to die, like, hurting. And I don't want to die, like, sad. Like, when I was in the Berkshires, I was so sad.
If I die right now, you tell everybody she died sad.
And it's not that I want to die happy, but I want to die at peace. Like, why are we talking about death?
I don't know, because your friend passed away.
Yeah.
And so, but we were just talking about friends, and I thought that it's important, that we remind people, you got to give them the love, and I
got to give everybody love.
I hope that, you're if you ever have the chance to show some love to her family over this, I think that'd be a good idea. This is just, I think it's a horrible situation, but always a reminder that
and the anger that's out there, the anger that's
out
there, you just never know who doesn't like you.
Yeah, give some love to everybody anytime you can. You never know who needs it, and also you never know.
Do I have to give it to everybody?
Maybe. I can think of one person we don't have to give it to.
I'm not giving it to people that don't give it back.
All right, I thought we could close out. God, just a bit. I thought we could close out with OC taglines. Let's talk about them.
Yes.
They dropped them while you were rolling into the episode watch party this week. So I'm gonna play them, and then we'll rank them one by one. Okay. First one is. Heather Dubrow, just because I
drink from a flute,
so I guess a champagne flute doesn't mean you can play me. What do we think? I'm giving it like a 6, 7 out of 10. It's a little.
I think it's weak. I mean, who's playing her? And I think it's weak.
Who does she think's trying to play her this season? Do you know?
Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I think it's weak. I think Heather could have done a lot better.
Yeah.
I mean, she's a pretty strong woman, and.
Did it ever piss you off when you felt like producers didn't choose your best tagline? Because you always recorded several, right?
Yes.
How often do you ever think that, did they ever pick your favorite?
Probably. And I don't remember them all.
Yeah.
But I do remember I don't want to get old.
Yeah.
I still say that.
All right, next one is.
Even in the harshest of times, this storms will always weather it.
That's your girl Shannon. Even in the hardest of times, this storm will always weather it.
You know what? Good for Shannon this year. Her maiden name is Storms. She's trying to incorporate that more into her life, like Shannon Storms Beador. She's not going to be a Beador.
Yeah.
But when Alexis said a couple weeks ago, "There's the door, Beador."
Well,
okay,
that was
dork.
the most pre-rehearsed thing I've ever heard.
You're such a dork.
Don't you think all the lines that
God.
she's leading were all
She is
pre-planned?
Out. That hurt. I have a sinus infection. Oh my God, a self-inflicted wound. Seriously.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, that really hurt. It was like everything, my cage was rattled.
Oh, Jesus.
So, yes, everything I think Alexis says, I think she wrote it down and she's like, okay, when can I use this
She rehearsed it in the mirror. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Weak.
So I like Shannon's tagline. I think it's very strong and it's confident.
Yeah, I give Shannon's a solid 8.5. Next one.
I used to question people for a living. Now, I just do it for fun.
You know, Emily's fun.
I think that's messy. I
like Emily. Emily always calls me Queen Victoria when she sees me.
Yes.
We never really got close when I was filming with her, but BravoCon, she came up to me and she goes, "I love you. You've blocked me on social media." I'm like, "I don't think I have." And then she went to her phone and my phone. We couldn't unblock each other. And finally I found somebody that was tech savvy and we got, okay, we're unblocked. But Emily, if you're listening, I respect you. I love you. I'm so proud of you and you're doing great. And I think it's a great tagline.
That's a great tagline too. And it's true because Emily's great as far as like pushing the story along. You know, like she'll definitely get in there and get a scene moving as far as let's talk about why we're all here,
Right.
so we can all get home to our kids. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I respect that. So I give Emily's, honestly, Emily's might be one of my faves. I'm going to give hers a 9. Okay, let's see who's next.
Like the properties I represent, I know my worth.
Okay, Gina's like the property I represent. I know my worth.
You know, kudos to Gina that she was able to revamp her looks, her life, her
Started a new career.
Yeah, she's got. Thank God somebody in there has a career, because this is going to end all of you all. And you know, you and I have talked about my business I've had for 35 years. When I was filming a show, I never thought it would go to next season, much less, 14, 15 years down the road. I knew that I had to continue working. I had to provide for my children, provide for my family, regardless if I'm married or not. I still got to work. So the fact that Gina got a career, she passed her, real estate license, and when Bravo gets rid of her, because they will one day, by the way, all you all, I'm not the only one, right? She'll have a career to fall back on.
Yeah.
So good for her.
Good for you, Gina. Tagline for me is, I'm gonna get it like it's like a 6, 7. It's cute, but good for her. Yeah. All right, let's see who's next.
When you live your life on the green, envy is just par for the course.
Okay, Katie, the newbie. Have you met Katie? I guess you have.
I have. Envy is just part of the course.
When you live your life
on the green.
On the green, envy is because I guess does she live on a golf course?
I think her and her husband are golfers, but I don't know how the envy comes into a golf course.
Green with envy.
Oh,
There's a lot to tie in there.
I'm not thinking a golf course is envy.
Yeah. I'm gonna give that one a 5, but there was a creative attempt.
I don't know the golf course is an envy.
Yeah.
Golf courses are green.
It's like the green of a golf course, like the green on the putting green.
It's not called an envy.
I know, but you're green with envy, so it's like green with envy. Okay.
I don't think
Had you met Katie before this?
Yeah. Not before the show.
Okay, so you didn't know of Katie.
I know her.
She seems sweet.
Yeah.
And also, fun fact: the stylists who work with Jen, Modesto, and Colson, who had her looking beautiful at the watch party last night, they work with Katie in OC too. Yes, they're fun.
Why do they need a stylist? I just style myself. I think I look better than everybody. Sorry, I like your outfit, Jen. No disregard, but why do they need a stylist? They're paying for a stylist.
You source them for things that you wouldn't be able to think of, and they change your outfits around.
Okay. I'm always on a budget. I'm not going to spend money like that.
There you go. Okay. All right. Let's see who's next. Speaking of Jen.
And their form is terrible.
People bend over backwards to get me, and their form is terrible.
Who's that?
Jen.
I don't understand it.
It's like a yoga thing, I think. But shouldn't it say they bend over backwards to get to me? Like get to me? Like bother me?
And it just says what?
I think let me replay it.
People bend over backwards to get me. And
to
their
get me.
form is terrible.
No, it's not a good one. People bend over backwards to get me. And their form is
terrible.
No, I don't like it.
Yeah,
I think she could have done better.
They could have done better about that, for sure.
The only thing stuck up about me is my middle finger.
Of course.
Well, it's about accurate.
Of course she's got a suit brush.
Yeah.
Okay, she is stuck up, by the way, and whatever. But she's proud of flipping people off and being mean. She's a mean girl. So that's fine. It works for her for now.
Sounds about on brand, doesn't it?
Okay. I mean, who would say,
I know, right?
Only thing stuck up on me is my middle finger. Okay, Tamara, I give you a 10 for that. You're right.
Congrats.
But she is stuck up. She loves herself.
Really? Mm-hmm. Is that what stuck up means? I thought stuck up was not nice to people.
No, like if I was stuck up, I think I'm better than you.
Okay. Into yourself.
Yeah.
Ew, gross.
That you think you're a 10 even though you're a 6.
Well, you know what is a 10 this podcast. So I hope y'all go rate, review, follow, and give us all the love because we need it.
And we're getting a lot of love.
We are getting a lot of love, and I've told you I need to do this today when I have a chance. I want to go screenshot and call out. I want to do a carousel post on Instagram and thank people for all the nice comments they've given us because you need to see some of them too.
Yeah. And we are going to get really some insight from you all on what you want us to talk about because it's important for me to have you come back every week or twice a week, whenever we have 2 in a week, to know where our mission is. My mission is to really empower women, to be kind to people, to know that life is short, to build a plan for your life. Like, I have a roadmap for my life. Like, I know bullet points in every 5 years where I want to be. If I don't hit them, I'm pissed. So I'm a very driven, focused on my goals. So even with my work, my production, I know what I have to hit every quarter in order to hit my goals for the year on income or trip incentives or things like that. So I'm number 5 in the company right now this week, and I'm proud of that because I don't just do that. I have another life. I have this podcast, I have travels, I'm going to see Brianna a lot,
family.
And I'm going to go family. So I'm focused on my career. I love my career. Love all what I do for it. And somebody had said to me the other day, are you ever going to retire? When you do retire, what's going to happen with the company? I don't ever think I'm going to retire. My goal is maybe to work 4 days a week or 3 days a week. And I asked Michael if he could pick up the office slack, and he's like, why would I want to be stressed like you? I'm like, I'll get back to you on that one. So,
touche.
He's got a good quality life. I'm trying to balance that life-work balance. When we were at RHOC a couple of weeks ago, I found this interesting. The millennials, the under 35, which you are, don't want to work full-time in the office, and I find that shocking. They want to work Monday, Wednesday, Friday in the office, and Tuesday, Thursday at home. I don't get it. I'm best in the office. I'm best with the synergy, the phones ringing, the clients coming in. To work from home, to me, that would feel like a weekend. I'm always working, so why would I want to work from home? So I don't get these, what is it, Gen X, Z, Y, Q, what is it?
We're millennials, and then Gen Z is younger than us, yeah.
Okay. All that don't want to go to work every day, you're limiting your potential, because if I'm your boss and I see you wanting to only work 3 days in the office, I'm not going to promote you. I'm going to promote the one that's coming in 5 days a week. So you're going to be sedentary, so to speak. Okay, maybe some people can work from home and they can be totally productive. I just think office environment is good. The synergy, you get dressed up, dress for success. Like, whether you're working from home on a weekend or not, I dress for success every single day. If I have to run to the store, run to whatever, I'm dressing up, because that's my image. I feel best when I'm, do you agree?
When you look good, you do good.
Yeah. So even when I go to the airport, I see some people going on planes in pajamas. I'm like, you're in a public place, dress up.
Yeah.
You get better treated. You get maybe an upgrade. I don't know. I just feel like people are getting sloppy with, after COVID, they're getting sloppy with their work ethic.
Yeah.
And
it did definitely show up, took a different direction, the work world.
I need to train everybody that you have to get dressed up when you get up in the morning. Go work out, then you go get dressed up.
I love it. But on that note too, like you said, we definitely this is a long-term thing. We have lots that we want to hit on every week, but we're going to bring you all the Bravo stuff that you love. We're going to talk to all the Bravo folks that you love, but we definitely want to dive deep and just find out what you want to talk about, and that way we can, based off what we know the guests that we need to bring in. So, if you're watching this on a video platform on YouTube, please comment, let us know different things and different avenues of discussions you'd like to hear from us. We will absolutely take it into consideration for next week and the future beyond. And what was that?
And that note, I want to say we are not going to omit Bravo conversations, because, there's a lot of podcasts out there reliving and re-talking about, I'm not going to mention them, each episode, and they spend the whole week, the whole episode on Bravo's episodes. No. I'm not doing that. If you're going to want to watch Below Deck or Southern Charm or Housewives of whatever city, I don't think I need to rehash our viewpoints. I think 10 or 15 minutes of it, my viewpoint on it is pretty strong usually, and then we move on to life and finance. I know you all think I'm boring on that, but if you're not taking care of your finances, you're going to have an issue as you get older. So, I hope you learn something from this. That's my goal, is to take away a little nugget. In fact, that lady that we met last night, when she started crying, when she said, I changed her life when she was pregnant, and she said, I went back to all your episodes, and every time you spoke about something that mattered, it changed my life. She said, the reason why I'm doing her work, her podcast, is because of me. She said, because I inspired her, and I didn't know I was doing that.
Yeah.
Is what I'm trying to
And
say.
you want
Like,
to keep doing that, is what
Yeah.
you're saying. Yes.
Uh-huh.
So help us, help you is basically what we're saying. Yeah, I think.
And don't forget to whoop it up. Because
don't forget to whoop it up,
it's
too.
really, really important to have that balanced life and have fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is. I don't want to be considered like a boring finance person. No, but I can whoop it up to the best of
Oh,
them.
yeah. She can
And I
whoop it up
don't
with
need
the-
a drink to do it. I
Yeah.
can just, like, if you and I want to go to have lunch and have iced tea, we can have fun.
And we'll sit there and laugh our asses off the whole time and
Amen.
have a great time.
I know.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, do you want to go to lunch?
Sure. All right, you guys, thanks so much
Okay,
for joining
thank
us
you.
this week. I'm so glad that we got to do this in
I
New
know.
York. Just another trip under our belts. We
Yep.
love y'all. Vicki, I love you. And we will see y'all
Stay
next
safe.
week. Yes.
Stay safe.
Mwah.
Love you.
Okay, that was so much fun.
That was such a fun episode.
Everyone enjoyed it.
Yes, be sure to rate, review, and subscribe. And we'll be back again next week, right?
Just like corn. We'll see you next week.
See you soon.
I knew it. Another Herdat Media production.